libraries are so important and so
I forget it's a library.
it's a library. They tend to be underutilized and underfunded. And I mean, there's so many amazing resources that and that library is so unique. It's only music and art collection, and they have the music programming and they do kids classes, and then we have the gallery. So it feels like a really special, like, hidden gem in LA for sure.
Welcome to What's My Thesis. I'm Javier Proenza, and today my guest is Stephanie Sherwood. You are the what's the title again? I'm sorry.
Exhibition coordinator.
Exhibition coordinator. I was going to come up with something that's a paraphrase of that, but I wanted to get the exact title. You're the exhibition coordinator at the Brand Library. You're also an artist, and you are a member of Durden and Ray, probably one of the more active ones. You, shout out to Hagope, are like a little buddy team that knocks things down even outside of I mean, it seems that's the appearance. I think I see you guys collaborating probably more than I see him collaborating with anyone else.
We're really good friends. I love him. We actually should probably do some more actual artwork collaboration. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, well, he's got a show now, right? So yeah, shout out to him.
Beautiful solo show up. I think there's a closing coming up in a couple weeks, so
cool. Yeah. This was probably coming out next year, but
right.
What's the where's the show at?
Oh, what's the name of that building? It's downtown.
Never mind.
I can't think of it. It's really close to Bendix. It's only a couple. It's one of those beautiful historic buildings that's got the really grand lobby, and like his paintings are all up in there, and it looks really good. Yeah.
Well, cool. So you tell me a little bit about the Brand Library, because you just did I didn't even know. I went to see the Elizabeth Munzon show that you guys put up there, and I was like, what are you doing here looking like you're in charge of this whole place?
I was like, I guess I kind of am a little bit.
So tell me about the space, and like before we started recording, you had 3 ways that you describe yourself. You are an art administrator, a curator, and an artist.
Yeah.
In that order?
I usually say artist first, because that's kind of what starts it all, right? That's like how I started, was art school and drawing and painting and all that stuff, and then got into the other things like as I was getting out of school, basically. So in terms of art administrator, that was the thing that probably came last. I ended up kind of falling into this path of working for different municipal organizations. So I worked for the Torrance Art Museum, which is a city-funded space or city-run space. I worked for the Los Angeles Municipal Art Gallery for a good while, and LAX, the airport art program. So those were my 3 main like training grounds, I guess I should say, where I was like learning a lot of the behind the scenes that happens at municipal art spaces. And that led me to my current position with the city of Glendale, where primarily I oversee the Brand Library, the gallery at the Brand Library. But I also, the crew that I manage, we also install shows at Reflect Space, which is the smaller gallery at Glendale Central Library in downtown Glendale. So between the two, it's a lot of juggling, just schedules and different shows, and our beautiful guest curators like Elizabeth Munzon of Munzon Gallery. That's the current show.
When I saw that show, I was like, oh my God, this is so overwhelmingly large. What an undertaking. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the hallways too.
The hallways.
There's like, that's a lot of work to put together. One of the things that I like, the Brand is kind of a institution out here. So it's in very capable hands. I know, because I kind of just know how you move. I see you on social media. I see you at openings, at stuff. And, one of the things that I think is really cool about the Brand is that there was like, Dakota Newt, he had done a thing that got censored somewhere else in Glendale. I'm not going to name names because I don't want to disparage, we're a PR podcast. But what I really liked about the Brand is that when that got censored, they picked it up. And that I think speaks, because it's still in Glendale. And they're like, we take the heat. Because there was like protesting. There was like an online campaign kind of going after him because his work is like perfect for somebody that wants to get really mad about nothing. Is that a fair?
There are people in Glendale who get mad about nothing.
Yeah, There's people everywhere. I don't want to limit it to Glendale.
No. It's true everywhere. But no, that was actually before my time. I know of that thing that happened.
Yeah. No, I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't framing it like you saved the day. But I think that you're a good fit for that based on like your ethics seems to be lined up with the institution you're working with.
It's amazing. I mean, libraries are so important, and so
I forget it's a library.
it's a library. They tend to be underutilized and underfunded, and I mean, there's so many amazing resources that and that library is so unique. It's only music and art collection, and they have the music programming, and they do kids classes, and then we have the gallery. So it feels like a really special like hidden gem in LA for sure.
No, and it's so pretty. It's such a nice, like I can't imagine how nice it is to drive up to work there.
I mean, the commute is not nice, but the space is beautiful.
Yeah, so it is worth it. It's not too far from me, but we don't have to disclose where you live. I'll ask you off air. We're not trying to set up stalker situations.
Driving in LA.
Well, cool. Tell me a little bit about yourself. The way I like to set up the artist question is, what is your earliest memory of making art as a kid? And then when was the your memory where you look back and you're like, I can trace it back to that. And then it doesn't have to be a revelation moment. I've said like 20 of them on the show, so any will do. And then take us to where you realize that you couldn't stop making art. People that don't know, you have a practice that you also, I don't know, I think your most recognizable stuff to me from your Instagram is your painting on do you call it garbage, refuse? Do you have like a nicer name for it than trash?
No, not really. No.
You're elevating it, so I thought maybe there was a poetic angle to it, but I didn't mean to imply you might be pretentious.
Bad when I talk about my own work. I'm so dismissive. It's like, it's hard to I don't know. I guess I have a self-deprecating humor, so it's hard for me to talk really precious about the work I make. So no, I just call it trash.
Yeah. Well, do you ever keep any of that stuff, or is it's kind of like, it's almost like you're a graffiti artist that doesn't vandalize?
Yes, no, that's definitely a big part of it. Sometimes I've lately started keeping some elements. Sometimes more so when I do the pieces in galleries, like I'll keep some things that I think would make an interesting thing on their own, or I want to reformat it or repurpose it in some way. But when it comes to the stuff on the street, I don't usually, it's usually just there. I think of it, it's like for the public, of I want it to just live out there.
Or for the garbage man who can also appreciate art.
Oh my gosh, I've been I really want to run into someone that works in sanitation and that has encountered one. Are they annoyed with me? Was the paint wet when they touched it? Were they dang it? What? Or are they hey, this is kind of interesting? I'm sure it ranges, but I'm so curious to know what they think.
It's interesting. That separation, because, I'm obviously experiencing from an artist perspective, but then to see it as somebody, I wonder, my fantasy and I can live with it and make my own reality, is that there's a fandom in the sanitation, and they have collections of your work.
This person out here doing these weird things.
Who is this rebel? And their commentary on trash.
But I don't wait. I feel like we skipped over your initial.
No. We'll get back there. I just wanted to let people know what
my main.
And we can break that down and deconstruct it later. Okay. But go ahead.
But yeah, it's really I admire street artists and their bravery, and I love seeing art all over the place, just in the world on my day-to-day stuff that I'm doing, and but I'm just too chicken shit to do what they do.
To be an actual vandal.
Painting on the sides of buildings and stuff. I think it's amazing, but I'm more of a rule follower, you know? So that's how I ended up there.
Nobody wants it. I'll make it my art.
Nobody seems to care. The cops drive by me all the time, and I'm just okay, they don't care what I'm doing. It's fine.
Well, then let's get back to the original question, because I'm interested in how you ended up here. How do you become, well, like, what are the art origins of someone who paints on trash?
Oh man. I guess it's always a winding path, but it's so funny because I couldn't actually pinpoint like a specific time in my childhood where I was like into art. Like I was always into drawing and things.
But what kind of, like, I guess the question is not like find the first moment, but like give us a context for where you came from. So for example, I've had Kat Gunn was on the show, and they were talking about how they would freeze frame Pokémon. That gives us very good.
God, I loved Pokémon.
Yeah, and draw that, and then so that was like that gives us the sense, like,
oh yeah,
or like people that loved comics when they were younger. So yeah,
always been a cartoon kid. I'm still a cartoon kid at like 38. But actually, Pokémon was one of my obsessions. Like I had. I was collecting the cards. I didn't really care to play the card game. I just wanted to collect them. And I actually have my old binder full of Pokemon cards with my little drawings. And I found it recently because my friend who I just saw for her 40th, her son is really into Pokemon. And he's like, no, you're not. You're lying. You're just saying that. I'm like, no. Here's my kid drawings of Pikachu and like
cool. Legit. So I used to draw Superman, so I totally relate to that.
I loved it. And I actually found, those little those little things they give you in like preschool and kindergarten. They're like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I actually found one in the stuff that my mom kept from when I was a little kid that said I wanted to be an artist. Like, oh,
I thought you were gonna say a Pokemon trainer.
No, yeah, but it was pre-Pokemon.
It's pretty much the same thing. You catch them all. Yeah, you make your collection.
I love all that. My partner and I, we watch anime all the time, and like Studio Ghibli, obviously. Like, who doesn't love Studio Ghibli? Like all that stuff. Yeah.
So that was the early days. Now, when did you start to be like, oh no, I gotta do this or I'm gonna be sad?
Oh my God. I was probably so insufferable in all my classes because at a certain point in like junior high, I was like, I'm going to be an artist. I'm working on my portfolio. And my math teacher was like, I don't care. I need you to do your homework.
What's 2 + 2?
Yeah. It was just like, you're an idiot. Yeah. I don't care. You're 12 or whatever.
I'm into postmodernism.
No, I was the worst. I was like, shut up, kid. Just do your homework.
So, but it sounds like it never felt like a burden to you. Like it never felt like, oh man, I'm going to be poor for the rest of my life kind of vibe.
I mean, I was so young. I didn't get it. I had no idea. I just wanted to draw all the time. And like, I was in the AP art classes in school. And then like I was doing community college and I was taking all the art classes and they were like, don't let the painting teachers at this community college like taint you. Like wait until you get to real art school. Or like it was like a whole thing.
And let them taint you.
Let them taint everyone's gonna influence. It doesn't even matter. It's like just make stuff. But like I always loved drawing. And then once I learned to paint a little bit at school, it was like this is all we want to do all the time. And like it's like regulating for my nervous system, if I'm like in a really bad like I can tell when I haven't painted for a while, I get a little like
I can relate.
Jittery and like I just feel gross. I'm like I need to go like paint on something to make myself feel better.
What do you use, acrylics and stuff, or
mostly house paint or a mix of house paint and acrylic?
So like latex stuff.
Yeah, like that's from the hardware store. I get the Oops paints.
Oh, that's like the mismixes.
The mismixes.
Okay,
that's what I usually paint with.
Oh wow! So wait, what? So like you're not attached to colors then?
I am and I'm not.
You have a palette.
I definitely have a palette, like and I found the color combos that I really like, but I've been working with a limited palette for a really long time, which seemed to kind of work with my
like
style.
Pinks and blues, right? You're
like
so
pastels.
Miami.
Yeah, definitely like pastels because all the mismixes are pastels. So I'll have like a good black, obviously for the drawing part. And like a really rich red that I love. There's this red I love from Nova Color that's like a brick red, like a Venetian red.
What's Nova Color? That shit's, I mean, we're not doing an ad for them, but that shit's always in my Instagram feed.
Oh, they just they make acrylic paint. I learned about it through a muralist that I worked for that like, there's some muralists who really like swear by it.
Yeah.
And the one that I worked for a little time in college was like, this is the thing. And so, I mean, everyone has different opinions about it. Like, I think it's a good middle of the road. And like, I like their brushes too. It doesn't just work for me.
How does it compare to Golden and all of those like super Liquitex, all the ones that are considered like the higher end? I mean, are they considered higher ends? I'm not that much of a painter. I'm new to the game.
I think Golden is higher quality, but it's not for how I use it. It's a little sticky, like because I paint big stuff and I'm really working like loosely and I'm working with latex enamel paint and stuff. It's like I need it to just flow, you know, and I work really fast. I'm wet onto wet, just kind of get it on there, get the idea together. So I'm not fussing over anything. I think it depends on what you're using it for.
I just realized that the golden on the piece behind you is the like the peach color, and it's the most vibrant.
Yeah. I think
actually,
they're
and
known
the green,
for that.
and I think the green. Now I'm realizing the quality of my own paints. But
I've had people tell me that Nova color is too chalky and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like I like chalky.
Yeah,
so it works for
sense.
what I'm using.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, then, did you get an MFA or are you BFA? Yeah, all right,
only
cool.
BFA.
Family. That's what I'm talking
Yay.
about. Well, no, I think it's really interesting. I just had Velasquez. There's I'm starting to realize there's like, you know, Christopher Velasco.
Yes.
It's like it gets so crazy, all the little syllables in people's Spanish names.
Oh my God, I know.
Off by one syllable. Anyway,
the accents, so many accents.
Yeah. I had Ever, who's the director of Charlie James, and I was like super surprised and super impressed that she also doesn't have an MFA.
Oh, I love that for us.
Yeah. And what I was saying is that like, and I think this is like something I could definitely say for you is like, if you just embed yourself with enough artists, you can like learn because they probably have MFAs.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's like a money thing. Like I don't want to go spending 50,000, like, you know, it's, everything's just so expensive. And also the time, like, cause it's like, yeah, you could get a full ride somewhere, but you can't work full time and do you have to work less and you still have to live in it somewhere in a house, like so you
just then you also have to take on loans for living, not just for the school. And it ends up adding up real quick.
It's too much, like, and I just want to paint it.
I
just want to make the work I want to make.
I don't need a professor to tell me I got skills.
I mean, it would be nice to have 2 or 3 years to just focus on my practice. Yeah. But I just think that's a luxury I can't afford. And
I think if you also had all that time without the structure of school just for the sake of it, you might not produce as much as you would hope. And then that, you know, because infinite time is harder to manage than like limited time, and I really want to fucking paint, you know?
Yeah, totally. I kind of work better in that mode anyways, where it's just like, okay, I've got 30 minutes, what am I going to do with it? Like,
yeah. Are you from here? Are you from California? Where'd you grow up?
I was a kid growing up in Seattle. I was just thinking about this morning, or near Seattle, because I was like thinking I love the rain because I'm comfortable with it. But we moved here when I was like 9, so I've been here most of my life.
All right. Yeah. So you don't have were you, I guess Nirvana might have, Nirvana was still alive.
Yes,
whole Nirvana. No, nobody in Nirvana had died.
Right.
At that point.
No, that was they were a big deal.
Was it, well, you were a kid, so, but like, did you get a feeling for that? Do you have any like Seattle-ness to you other than rain? Is there a Seattle accent?
Not that I noticed. I don't think it's very different from how we talk here. Like we have a little bit, maybe more of like a California drawl sort of, but I don't think so. I mean, I remember people were always saying that people from Seattle are depressed because it's raining all the time, but I don't know if you like the rain where you'd like,
No, I mean,
the trees. I miss the trees.
Really?
Yeah.
What I remember from like blackberry brambles being a thing from from reading Tom Robinson books.
Yeah. And they had another bush called salmon bush. Yeah. That was really popular there, or like prevalent, I guess.
Popular. I don't know if people like
it. Was the talk of the town. It was like the it girl. Prevalent is the word.
Tom Robbins wrote about the brambles as like a fucking menace.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure. I was a kid. I didn't give a shit about. I was the one having to weed the yard. I was a child.
At 9, we'll cut that out so that your parents don't get in trouble. No, those are chores. That's fine. I'm kidding.
I guess
now when I look, when I go through Chat GPT through the transcript, I'm gonna be like, wait, what do I need to cut out of here? Because I'm like, did I at any point say I'm cut that out? No, I false flagged myself. Well, okay, so then like you, I guess culturally Angelino, you grew up like what part of LA?
Santa Clarita. We moved to Santa Clarita.
I don't know it too well.
This something changed.
No,
here.
it's fine. Wait, you can't hear? Oh, it's probably it's the cable.
I was like, I don't want to mess up your recording.
No, the recording is fine. It's just this cable. Maybe I kicked it.
As long as the recording's fine. It sounded different.
No, but it's weird for you to not be to like have headphones on and have it muffle your sound.
Totally fine. We moved to Santa Clarita. My dad was air traffic control, so he got a gig at Burbank Airport.
Oh wow.
So that's why we moved there. So we were near Six Flags and CalArts. Basically, like we're living there, which is funny. I didn't end up going there
to CalArts. Yeah.
No,
I mean, if you're not trying to spend money.
Well, yeah, exactly. But also, I was just sick of living there.
Yeah.
I needed to get out so bad.
It's its own little enclave. Like it's so far from like I remember when I was like, because I got in and I was trying to decide if. I wasn't trying. I kind of knew I wasn't going, but I still just went to all the events and stuff. And it was just, it definitely felt like people were just, it felt like a commune or like, like off. Yeah. I just so separated from society that it became its own like little culture.
Yeah. No, it's had those like weird small town vibes, and then it grew weirdly, and there's just too much conservative mindset out there. And like, it was like when I was finishing high school and getting ready for community college, it was like I was becoming more politically aware at that time because I was growing up, and I realized that people out there were like protesting gay marriage and stuff. I was like,
oh, yeah.
Why? What's
it's so
wrong
crazy
with that? Like, I didn't get it.
We're talking a little bit about that. Like, it's so crazy the rep that California had, because I came out here with a similar mindset, not that I was like choking by like I could give a fuck about whether people are conservative or not. Like, there's a lot of reasonable people that are not hateful or conservative, just like fiscally, not socially. And I think that that's something that gets kind of lost in the mix. I think like Florida's kind like, especially Miami area is kind of liberal. Maybe
socially,
not socially, maybe not so much now because I can't speak for it now. Right. But there's like a lot of OnlyFans girls now there. So that's not socially conservative, right?
Right.
Like it's per capita, the highest concentration of OnLifans models. Really? Yeah. It's one of the things that I'm proud of.
You're like, yeah, get your bag, girl.
Yeah. No, I'm proud of being like, I think what it tells you is that it's an amazing place to live, but there's not a lot of industry. Every few years they try to like make like, I think the latest one was that it's going to be a tech hub, but then they like when I was a kid, it was going to be a film hub, but it's at the end of a fucking peninsula. You got to drive 8 hours to. It's just never going to happen. So for OnlyFans models, it makes perfect sense because it's the beach. You take
it's scenic.
You make content on the beach and all of that, and then you make content at home, and then you raise the rents for everybody.
They're a part of, just like artists, they're a part of the gentrification cycle.
Probably. Well, the thing is that like the artists are at the bottom. They're like probably coming once artists have gentrified.
Yeah. No, we started out, we're like, this is great. It's like squalor.
I think I could probably, I don't know. I don't have the stats, but I think that Wynwood is probably like that because Wynwood used to be a really bad neighborhood where like the gallerists would drive from gallery to gallery because they didn't want to walk kind of thing. And now it's like, now you have to pay to see the murals.
Yes. Yeah. The mural scene has gotten really crazy out there. Yeah. I was actually thinking it'd be fun to go out sometime like the next season, December or whatever.
Are you going to Basel this year?
I probably can't this year. Maybe next year.
I think I decided because of all the traffic control stuff that I'm going to wait to travel for a while.
That's true.
I'm like, I don't want to get
still shut down. I kind of
I don't think it's gonna bounce back because I think they abuse those workers already. Like they were working 6 hours, 6 days a week already before the shutdown. And I think probably people just try to get other jobs. That would be my guess. I'm by no means an expert, but I'm like, I don't need to travel.
Yeah, it would be nice to hassle this year. Yeah, maybe next year.
And then Munzon was talking. I don't want to get into the details of the business, but she was talking about Elizabeth.
About that other fair. What's that, Scope?
I think they went to Scope and it was on the beach and they loved it, but it was like brutal. And I was like, now you know.
Fairs are brutal.
Yeah.
Those pop-up things, it's so much work.
And she was breaking down the economics of it. I'm not going to repeat any of that because it's their stuff. Yeah. But it does not make sense. And they were sponsored too. They they weren't even paying like $100,000 for a booth. It was like somebody invited them because they had booths.
Right.
And then they invited them again this year. And they were like, no.
So much work.
Yeah, it was. But for me, when they were there, it was nice to talk to them and talk to, especially Edgar. I was like,
I know, I love it. I know, I love them.
They're so fun.
They've been amazing to work with. I just love them. They're so good.
But he's so. It was just funny to have to vicariously experience Miami through people that had never experienced it and be like, yeah, it's crazy, huh?
Oh, it was their first time there at the fair season. Yeah.
And I was like, and this was the first time in Miami, and I told him, go to the beach.
Go to the beach.
Fuck everything else.
Go jump in the ocean because it's warm. Yeah. That was,
And it was like, And afterwards he was like, yeah, you're right. It is so much nicer than any beach in California.
Yeah, our water's so cold. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like so scenic and stuff. Mm-hmm. Even though there's like a water sewage treatment plant that sometimes leaks out bacteria and all of that, it's still pretty.
Oh, good times.
It's Virginia Key. Well, tell me a little bit about growing up here and like, because I think LA is an interesting place. I think like 2012 is really when art kind of like, I feel like Pacific Standard Time is when art kind of like maybe the New York scene started to kind of open up out here, right? Like I think Hauser and Wirth, if I'm not mistaken, was 2014, so it's like right there.
When they opened Hauser, Wirth, Schimmel. Do you remember that?
Oh no, I did. See, I wasn't even in the scene that
I don't
much.
remember if that. I want to say it was around that time. Yeah. Where Schimmel was a partner for a minute when they opened the beautiful big space. Yeah. He was
with the farm to table.
With the farm, and they opened with a female artist exhibit.
Oh, really?
And it was stunning.
See, you're amazing. So well versed in all this stuff. I'm like kind of I don't know the art world as well as you do, it seems.
I guess I was just here. But
I was here too, but I also wasn't embedded in the art world yet. Was my the first show I had in LA was that year for Cirrus Gallery. I was in a group show there.
Wow.
Biddy Tran curated it. It was like a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of when I first started making connections in the art world and getting a sense of it. Like, were you, have you been grinding since you were a kid? Cause like I moved out here in 2008. So it took me like 4 years to kind of get my bearings.
That makes sense. Well, I finished school around that time. I think it was 2012 when I because I went to I had studied abroad in China for a year and then I came back and did a semester and then I was done with my degree. So, and it was 2012. I think I got back from China in 2011. So then once I graduated, then I had to move home because I was poor as hell.
Yeah.
And we're,
in Santa Clarita still?
Santa Clarita. Yeah. That was where my mom was still at the time.
It sounds like a lovely place just by name.
They sure do make it sound that way, but it wasn't my thing.
But is it like, is it rough or is it like more suburban-y kind of like?
It's suburban-y.
It sounds Orange County-ish. Like
it has that feeling a little bit without the nice roads.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They have nice roads down there.
Yeah, they do.
So but I was so determined. I was like, I'm gonna be an artist. So I was, or at that time, especially once I moved back to LA a year later, it was like 2013, 14, around that time. That's when I was like, I'm going to go to all the openings. I'm going to meet other people. And I was like dragging my school friends out with me. And doing all this stuff while we're just poor as hell living in shitty apartments and just
free drinks, yo.
Yes, I was like, listen, we could just get out there. But yeah, I don't know. It's funny. I think back to that time I took a class with Matt Gleason. He was doing this class around that time called Art World Boot Camp.
Okay.
And it was so funny. Like it was just me and a bunch of other people like trying to like figure it out. And Matt would just tell us funny stories and like have guest people come and talk to us about their experience doing art things or whatever. And I met some really good friends there that I'm still friends with. And like, then we would go around. We're like, yeah, this is for us. We belong here. And we're going out to openings and stuff and meeting our heroes. And it was great.
Wow. Who were your heroes of the time?
Mark Bradford.
Oh, you met him? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still a hero.
He's always going to be my favorite.
I mean, his politics,
so
it's so funny because his politics are so like rich liberal guy at this point. And to see that, like, and I'm like, yo, go for it. Just, not that he's selling out, like, but like, it's like once you, it's like literally getting into a new class where now you have class solidarity with other people. And so your politics are going to change. But it's so interesting how his work, like, you don't hear too many rags to riches stories. So I'm not going to hate on his, like, I'm sure that if I was surrounded by a bunch of rich people, I would become an art liberal too.
Yeah.
But
it is what it is, but I've just always loved his work, and like he seems like such a sweet guy, and like he's always been one of my faves.
And no, and his work is good. I mean, and it's sincere. Like the politics don't show up. I've just known from like people that have worked with him, like that. I was like, oh wow, like it would just surprise me.
Oh my god!
I used to know I'm not gonna say who it was. I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but I used to know somebody that worked with him, and I was like very starstruck and impressed by that person. I was I was like, damn, like, you work for him.
I'll never forget, because I was out with one of my little buddies, and we went to, and so Mark was my fave, and hold on, I'm having a brain moment. The artist who designed the LACMA logo. I'm spacing.
Oh, I don't know.
John. He passed away since. Really tall, white hair.
I don't even know what artist looks like. It's all good.
No, I have to look it up now. Hold on. It's gonna drive me crazy because I love this story. It's a sweet story, and it just takes me back to that time. Hold on. Cool.
There's some dead air to cut here.
It's just like the morning and I can't remember things. John Baldessari. I was like, it's a B. Okay. Anyways. Yeah. So back in the day, I remember we went to an art and practice opening, and my friend's favorite artist was John Baldessari and my favorite artist was Mark Bradford. And we walked into this show, not expecting anything, just wanted to see the work. And they were there.
And you talked to them?
Yeah, they were just there, and they're both so tall, and like, so it felt like these larger than life, like looming over us, like our heroes were just standing in the small gallery in front of us, and we both just were like, and my friend was like, I'm gonna go talk to him, I'm gonna do it, and he went up there, and I watched him do it. I was so scared, I was sweating. And he just stuck his hand out. He was like, Mr. Baldessari. And he just had this great conversation with him. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it too. And I went up to Mark. I was like, and I like don't even know what I said. I was so scared. And I like handed him my business card. And he was so sweet. He like put his arm around me. He's like, let's take a picture together. I'm going to look at your work. And like, he was so gentle.
Oh, wow.
I just remember just being so sweet. And I was just like, I met my hero today. It was like, it was such a thing.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, he's one of the first successful art, like when I'm grasping for like an artist that's like killed it, he's always the first one that pop. I mean, I've said his name so much on the show, so to be clear, I'm a huge fan of his.
We have the same love.
No, and it is just really interesting, like just to see someone succeed at that level. Like, how could I not be jealous? Like, I want to have his politics because I can. Yeah,
I know, and this is the scale of his work, projects and everything, that was his, I think his piece at LAX, like it it was such an honor to be able to like work there. And like I actually got to work on the team when we were cleaning it, we were maintaining it. And it was like, I was just like, it's right there, this like monumental piece that he designed. And like, yeah, he's great.
My friend that worked with him once took me to, or I went to visit, and there was like a Alexander Calder exhibit there. And she was like blown away by the fact that the son, or like whatever, someone that was his family would like just hold on to the pieces and like point at stuff.
Like grabbing stuff, yeah.
But I love that like to us these are sacred objects, but you see an artist working in the studio, it's like
oh my god, I know. No, seriously, we're the worst. Like and I'm no different. Yeah. Like when I started working for different galleries, like I would crack up because artists would show up with their work in a trash bag and just kind of be like, here it is. Yeah, good luck. You know, like they're not like I mean, some are really good at wrapping their thing. It's not everybody, but so most of the time they're just like they're carrying it a $10,000 sculpture like this. Yeah, it's naked. They're just walking it in from the car.
Mario did I think his name is Vasquez. Mario's Art World on Instagram. Mm-hmm. He did a show at AMP in Curtis State. You were
Silmar.
Silmar. You were your cohorts with him at Durden and Ray.
I love Curtis.
So he runs that place, and he said that like he brought all these like old drawings from like the Royal Art I forget what the name of his collective in Winnipeg was, but just like historical drawings just in like a Trader Joe's like bag. But it's such a mind I guess I say mind fuck, but I was looking for like an alternative, like a euphemism, more classy. But like it is funny because they come in like that, but you have to still like you're
totally,
you don't want to put another crease.
No.
So yeah, thank God I don't art handle, because that sounds like a very difficult life.
It's a pain.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about like the philosophical. You could tell I wasn't even starting with that word. Philosophical like ideas or like because you certainly have motifs in your work. Tell me a little bit about like what you're interested in and why it is that you do what you do. I mean, not that it's not present there, but I can't show the pictures.
Oh no, sure. Of like the work I'm making now, sort of thing.
And how did it evolve? Did you like what were you painting when you first started?
I think my first like what felt like an actual body of work that I made was in that year after I got back from my study abroad. I made this whole body of work that was when I was still painting in oil about the kind of reverse culture shock that I experienced coming back here. It was like when you've been in a different country for so long and you come back to your home, you almost kind of don't recognize it.
Yeah, no.
So it really freaked me out a little bit and like shook up how I saw things a lot, which I think was a good thing for me.
What year were you in China again?
2010 to 2011.
Okay.
And then, so I made that body of work. That was a couple of years, and that was kind of my like senior show sort of thing when I finished school. And then after that, I got into painting like raw meat and body parts and all that grotesque stuff that I was really into. I've been oscillating between vegetarian and pescatarian my whole life, like since I was like 12.
Okay.
So like I've always had this tenuous relationship, I think, with...
What is it about fish you can't give up?
Well, actually I reintroduced fish because I had to cut out a lot of stuff out of I like had this health situation, like...
We don't have to get too detailed.
Yeah, it's boring. But basically I had to cut out like bread and sugar and alcohol and a bunch of that other stuff like for a long time. So I felt like I was eating hardly anything. So I was like, I'll reintroduce fish because I don't want to become like too vitamin deficient.
Yeah.
And I do love fish. Like
I thought there was like a fish that you just could not. I can't quit you.
I know. Well, I think sushi is kind of like that for me. Though they do make really good vegan sushi now. Yeah. Like they've, with like different sweet potato and like all kind of different things that are really good. But it's mostly like a vitamin. I'm just trying to like be healthy. It's
not like you're a cod freak.
Not really. Like okay. I mean, and I love tofu. I'll eat tofu day and night.
So wait, what meats were you painting? Like what kind of?
So I was going to different grocery stores and I was getting like scrap meats from like, and I would just set it out on a thing and I was doing still lifes of those for a while. And then like, it's such a bizarre story, but my partner, I've been with my partner for many, many years.
What's her name?
Colin.
Shout out Colin.
Shout out to Colin. We were actually friends in high school. We've known each other for a really long time.
And then he snuck into your DMs later on.
Yeah, sneaky bugger.
Yeah.
But so he's a vet tech. So he's an animal doctor.
So that's where you get the meat.
So he like one day as a joke, his coworkers were making this joke because they had to chop off a dog's leg because it was cancerous.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, what if you like brought it home and put it in the fridge and then your girlfriend opened the door and then he was like, actually, I think she would be into this. She's an artist. She's into weird stuff.
She's morbid.
Yeah, she's a creep. So like he brought it home and I was like, oh my gosh. Then I like had to do a still life of this leg and like all this stuff. So I just was really, I think there's this like kind of icky weird thing to me about like eating bodies while we have very similar bodies. Like it
yeah.
And I was also kind of in a formal way as an artist really interested in this abstracting of the body. Like when you take just a chunk of meat, which used to be a part of somebody's leg or something, like it becomes
you're not
an
working with
abstraction.
human meat, just to be clear for YouTube purposes.
I don't have a what?
You're not working with human meat, even though you're
No, I'm going to the grocery store and getting, I don't know, pork or beef, whatever.
Because you just like abstract when you were talking about a human leg.
Yeah.
I was like,
No.
YouTube, this ain't that kind of show.
Can you imagine? No. I'm not going to go that far into trying to figure out how to source weird stuff. It's more just like conceptually like it's an abstraction of a body when you remove almost like, you know, when your hair falls out and all of a sudden it becomes disgusting because it's separated from your body.
I can tell you a lot about hair falling out.
True. You might be aware.
And looking at your pillow and being like, I guess I just got to accept this.
Yeah. No, which you did. Good for you.
Yeah. No,
I love that.
I don't have, you know what? I don't have to think about my hair ever. I never have a bad hair day.
That's so nice. I love that. I'm jealous. I'm going to shave my head. I'm going to join you. So anyway, so then I was doing the body stuff and then it kind of and then I started painting just like like still life of trash. Like I got really into shopping carts for a while and then it turned into the baskets. So it like, I had this amazing crit with a group I used to be in that Christine Schumacher arranged with myself, my good friend Katie, Susan Cerrone, Jeff Lario. There was a bunch of people that were in this little group. Then we would do crits at different studios. And Susan Cerrone, who's incredible, she's brilliant. Way smarter than me. And she made a comment because I was in that transitional moment where I was doing these paintings of overflowing shopping carts full of stuff. And then I had the Tupperware meat painting things. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. These are the things I'm interested in drawing. She was like, you know, what a commonality I see is that you've got soft, like fleshy stuff and a container. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh man, yeah, you're right. Like there's something really fascinating about that to me. So I was kind of taking all these little varied interests of mine and trying to simplify it down into its like core parts. Like, what is it about this thing? And I'm still painting it all these years later. It's been almost 10 years since I've been painting the basket stuff. And I'm still trying to get at it, I guess. Yeah. But because I love just drawing these like soft, viscous, bodily materials. It's usually a still life of plastic or fabric or something like that. But then, you know, it's squeezing out through the bars of the basket. And I just find that really engaging to draw. It's a fun thing for me to draw. I've drawn it so much over the years. But it's also just felt more like a universal imagery that people could bring to it their own ideas, their own experiences. And so to me, it was just a more universal human thing to like get really drawn to this tension. And for me, it's like really about the soft thing kind of being the self or the body, and then the structure is it could be a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, for me, like I said, painting with like a limited palette or with limited time, like we were talking about, I only have an hour to make something or spend in the studio. What am I going to do? So I kind of thrive within that structure. So for me, it's both good and bad. You know, I might not be able to like fully expand to like my full potential, but I'm using that tension to try and bring out the best I can from what my experience is. Yeah.
How often are these piles of garbage rearranged? And because there's like an assemblage element when you're painting on these things. Do you ever rearrange the stuff, or is it just you finding perfectly arranged things that you paint on? What's that relationship there? Like, do you ever just like, you know what? That stick needs to go here.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it definitely depends.
Because there's some stuff that just looks like a trash pile.
Yeah.
But then, like, are you guys are you part of MARLA?
Yes.
Okay, so MARLA is a collective that came out of
the Torrance Art Museum, the Forum program.
Okay.
There were, I think, 3 different cohorts that came out.
Yeah, Molly used to be in that, which was called Museum Adjacent.
Yes.
And then
then ARLA, Acceptable Risk. That was my group. We were the first cohort from Forum. And then Museum Adjacent was the second one with Molly and Hago.
Oh, so all of them are from the Forum.
Mm-hmm.
And then there, as like maybe the commitment became too difficult and they all became smaller. Then you guys just joined forces.
Merged. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think our group started out with like a group of 20, I think, in Forum, and then there were about half of us that wanted to continue a group together, and then we lost a few. Just they moved, they went to other school or whatever, you know, that different things. And then we decided to merge. And now we're kind of on hiatus because everyone's busy. But
it's hard to fucking keep that shit up.
It is.
Collectives are hard. I respect them, but I do not have time to do that and the podcast.
It's a lot.
It's one or the other.
Like,
but
it's no hard feel. Like we're all still friends.
No.
We work together.
Yeah, I've interviewed a bunch of people. I think from that it's Serge Wiltron, Leslie Foster. I don't want to leave anybody out, but I'm well aware of that collective and on good terms with them too. Yeah. I'm not on good terms with everybody, but
no, we're all fighting. No, I'm kidding.
but okay, so then, how do you approach it differently? Where the stuff that you did at the Art Bug with MARLA, like. I saw your stuff. That seemed much more assemblage constructed, right?
Oh, the drywall one, or I'm trying.
No, you had a sculpture in the middle of the room that was painted, right?
The cardboard box.
Oh, it was a cardboard
with the white box that was painted, and then the painting behind it. I'm trying to remember which one.
Maybe I'm confusing things. Maybe I'm misremembering stuff that I saw online and putting it into that gallery.
I can't. I'm just trying to remember. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. You've done a lot of shows.
It's true. I'm always doing.
How do you like that scene? The Durden and Ray. You guys keep going, man.
Oh my gosh, I know. I mean, they've been around way longer than I've been a part of that group, but I feel like I've known a lot of them for a while, and like way before I joined, actually they were so sweet to let us do a fundraiser there. Once. This was in 2021, I think, because there was the Little Tokyo Arts Complex that burned to the ground.
Oh, that's where Serge was in that building. Yeah.
So Serge is one of the artists who unfortunately lost
everything, his whole art practice. And anybody who saw his episode before the fire, he had so many plants that just died. It was like a plant holocaust, although I don't know if that's appropriate to say.
It was horrible. So like Hagope was a part of that little group that, and wait, was that before? No, he was new to Durden and Ray at that time. He was in the group. So it was me, Hagope, my friend Noel, my friend Katie.
Schechter? Katie Schechter?
Katie Shanks.
Shanks. No, sorry. That I was thinking Shanks.
Yeah.
I know her work. I don't know her personally, but I know that she's Durden.
Oh, sorry, they,
Sorry.
not my non-binary baby. Yeah, they went out to New Orleans, to do the MFA. They just finished their MFA, so they're still living out there. But anyways, that little group, we did the fundraiser at Durden and Ray. They were so sweet to let us use the gallery for the weekend for that pop-up. So we raised, I want to say, close to $20K or something, selling art and then giving it directly to the artist through Art Share LA, who was also doing a GoFundMe for them. So all together, we kind of raised funds to give to all of the artists that lost all that stuff.
Yeah, I heard that Serge, the problem with that was that he was buying some of the artwork that was supposed to benefit him.
Serge was also working on the fundraiser. I remember that. Yeah.
And he was like, I want this piece.
Well, yeah, to be fair, I also bought a lot of stuff. But
yeah, but you weren't a beneficiary of it.
Right.
It's just funny. He would rather have the art than the money. You know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think Serge and I are both shoppers. I think that's just what it is. We like shopping.
Yeah, for art in particular. You can't hate on that. That is not a fault. That's not like you have you're a shopaholic.
Right. I am a little bit, but I'm working on it.
So then tell me about, I don't really know what the what's it called? The mission for Durden and Ray. Yeah. How do you, because how many artists it's like one of the bigger collectives, right? Like there's like a lot of people in it.
20.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's usually between 24 and 26-ish is where we're usually at.
I mean, it's a bigger space than all the smaller collectives in the Bendix, right?
That's true. It's a little bigger.
Yeah, so it makes sense that it's bigger, but that seems like a lot of people to wrangle.
Yeah, I mean, it is, you know,
I'm not going to make you talk shit.
No, I mean, everyone knows that like art collectives always have an element of dysfunction. That's just, everybody's like that.
And they all hate each other. They all pretend
all fighting all the time.
No, they all I used to be in that building. They say some nasty things about each other. Or at least one collective was talking a lot of smack about the others. The one that I was in, but I'm not going to say what it was, but yeah. Right. Yeah.
Overall, we bicker and we argue about little dumb things, and it's like, that's normal.
You didn't close the door.
It's where's the hammer? Who broke the pedestal? I don't know, whatever little dumb thing we're arguing about. But like overall, like they're all wonderful artists. They're wonderful people. Like when we finally get to have a little social event together, it's really just nice to see everyone. We're like a little family. And families bicker. That's like a thing.
That's a very polite way to put it. You're so diplomatic. No, I think it sounds sincere. It sounds sincere. I'm the black sheep of the family.
I mean, we of course we are. We're artists, but and I can't say that I have the mission like memorized, but I know it's always a focus on like the experimental, like, which I think is where Artist Collectives thrives. You can really like experiment. You're not stressed out about selling art because we're not a commercial art gallery. And you don't have like a board of directors to answer to or anything. You can really just allow artists to really push their practice and try something new that they haven't done. And we also do a lot of international exchanges. That's like a huge part of our programming, is doing exchanges with artist groups from other countries, other states, other cities.
So then you'll travel over there, show at their space, and they'll get a chance to travel over here. I think all the collectives in the Bendix kind of do that, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think between Max and Carl, like they both are really good about building relationships with artists from other places and doing these amazing initiatives. I don't know how they're doing the BLAM thing. That seems like a monster of a project to coordinate. But they just came back from Mexico City, a bunch of them, and next year 2026 we're going to host everybody here in LA, so it's going to be a big huge party. It's going to be super fun. What
are your ambitions? Because it does, I have everybody from every walk of art life. I'm not only exclusively interviewing commercial artists and or only interviewing any particular slant. Like, so there's no judgment in the question. I'm not like, you're not ambitious enough. Like, what are your ambitions? Are you happy to to stay in the collective scene and continue to enable people like that, which is a noble pursuit? Are you looking for any commercial representation? Do you work on stuff that's not the stuff on trash, or that's mostly what you, when you have the time, that's mostly what you do?
I do a little bit of everything. I mean, when I started painting on the trash stuff outside in 2019, and that really was a huge shift in my practice. It kind of took over my life for a little while, and it's still a huge part of what I do. That's really exciting for me. But yeah, I'll just make paintings on paper and like, sculpture and like different installations and things. Like I'm still thinking about how I can do that. I want to say my ambitions. I mean, I love being in the art collective scene. Like I kind of see my overall like goal is to support other artists and just be active in my community. Like, I mean, commercial stuff, if it happens, great. I'm like not opposed to selling things. That would be cool to sell things. It's just not been like a huge drive for me. Like I love my job. I think it's really fun. And like what I'm working on now that I'm really excited about is like trying to kind of approach the like the philosophy of an artist collective of like kind of we're stronger together. We're all working as a group to put on these more ambitious projects together as a group and like support one another, to my art administration side. So I'm working on a project that's going to be launching next year that, well, I guess when this is coming out, like it's called Hyper SoCal, and it's almost like a smaller version of PST in that we've gotten a cohort of municipal and nonprofit spaces together, and it's a marketing initiative where it's everything's under the Hyper SoCal kind of banner, and we have an online web hub, and we'll have links to all these different organizations, and we're pushing it out for spring, summer, and fall of 2026 to help promote other like small to mid-sized spaces like Brand or like the airports or TAM or Angels Gate, all these different kind of smaller off the beaten path spaces that aren't Broad or Getty or LACMA that already have insane visibility. It's to help gain visibility for us smaller spaces that are working our butts off to try and support artists.
And you were saying that you were excited because Munzon, the show at the Brand, was the first one that was your own baby, right? Which is exciting.
Well, so...
Or am I confusing something?
Munzon, so Elizabeth and Daniel, Mr. Toledo, were the first curators that like I personally invited. But then next, the show after Crossings is going to be the first show that I'm actually curating at Brand.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm really excited because for the past couple of years, I've just been organizing and honoring the commitments that my predecessor made.
Yeah.
All amazing. Loved them. They're great.
No, but it's nice to now it's your...
Now it's like the season of Steffi. Yeah, it's like...
Now, the season of the witch.
Yeah, no, it's like a little nerve-wracking because I feel like there's this pressure for like everything to be good, but that's just normal to be nervous.
I'm so impressed with how much hustle you have. Because I do see you all over the place. I think that like also teaming up with Hagop. I mean, Hagop is like everybody's favorite, know.
Well, he's just such a good dude.
Yeah.
Him and Andy are so talented.
Like, him and who?
His wife.
Andrea. Yeah.
Andrea,
she is I don't want to say this on the air, but she is a amazing painter. And
she's incredible.
I'm like, I don't know that I could date someone that paints that much well.
I know, right? I know.
I'm like, oh, you're like on the master's tip.
She's
not that Hagop is more abstracted and stuff. Like she just paints 1-to-1, like my ego could not handle it is what I'm saying. Hagop, you're a better man than me.
He is their whole family are just beautiful. Like I love them. The kids are gorgeous. Like, are you kidding? It's like ridiculous.
No, I could not handle like I guess I'm outing myself as someone that is only going to date worse artists than me. No, I date non-artists probably mostly.
No, but I get what you're saying.
I'm like, I could so not talented. Fucking handle the way that she paints. Like, I seriously, like, I would be so fucking jealous.
Well, get more jealous because her hot new painting is going to be in the brand show in January.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes.
She was painting a bat. And I was like, fuck. Why don't I?
Massive. It's a massive 8-foot painting. It's
I can't even draw like that anymore. It's not in the frame I have, unfortunately, but I have a figurative drawing that's kind of out of frame.
We should go to figure drawing together.
I'm down.
We gotta find a meetup group or something.
Yeah, I'd be down.
I haven't done like legit figure drawing in a while just because I haven't found a group.
I went out recently to try and draw a plein air, and I was like, my proportions are so fucked. And then
you're just a little rusty. It comes back.
Yeah. Like, and then because of that, my mark making gets more like timid and stuff. And like I used to just draw like straight up, you know, like with a pen, and like I'll be like, hey, that's the line I made. I committed to it. Now I got to match everything to that line. And it's like, it's so frustrating. I have a friend who's been practicing a lot, and that's who I went with. And I'm like, God damn, you're drawing really good. You just have to do it, you know?
You just have to do it. And it'll come back. Like, you already got the training. Like, it's,
Yeah, but it's not a bicycle quite, you know? It's like, it's a wobbly bike.
Yeah, you might fall off a couple times. It's it's fine.
It's the thing of like, you got to draw a few ugly ones before you bang out the really nice ones.
Oh yeah, my teachers would always say that you have to make so many bad paintings before you start making good ones.
Yeah.
So it's just how it is.
It's the masochism of art. Yeah, I mean, we're already at an hour.
Oh my God, it feels like we've been talking for like 20 minutes.
I know.
We've just been yapping.
It's yappity yap. And the best part is that you never remember what you said. And then you maybe start freaking out, but you didn't say anything.
I don't think I say anything too bad.
You didn't say anything at all bad. Anything that I haven't asked you that, or maybe something that I did ask you that you didn't get a chance to answer, anything... Any thoughts that you want to part with? Advice to artists is always a good way to go.
Oh, yeah, I like advice to artists. I mean, we already, like, in what we were talking about drawing, it's just like, just do it. Just keep doing it, you know, and be sincere about it and be genuine in your interests and, like, follow the path you're on. And don't let all the little things get too much in your head, you know, just kind of, like, keep doing it.
Yeah, and I would say that like the art world is small and big at the same time.
Yes.
But like it's okay to have people be friends with people that are friends with people you don't like.
And also like be good to your people, like be good to your friends, be good to your colleagues.
Oh my God, I got stories of people like, not being good. But
then you're going to hear about, people are going to hear about it if you're not being good. That's the thing. Like you said about being small, if you act like a butt, everyone's going to hear about it. So like just maybe, you know, if you got something bad to say, don't do it.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, well, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate you taking the time and doing this. I love your shoes. I just realized they've got a really nice tip on the, like, metal tip on the tip.
They're cute, right?
Yeah.
See, you're shopaholic.
And then anything that we can promote for you?
Durden and Ray has something coming up in Seattle in like May. Those are my 2026.
Those are your 2026 plans? All right. Well, thank you very much. And then your Instagram?
Stephanie _Sherwood _art.
All right. Do you have a website or no?
Yeah. www.stephaniesherwoodart.com.
Cool. And if you enjoyed our conversation, like and subscribe, rate us 5 stars wherever you can. Give us a nice little review if you got the words that are nice.
Like and subscribe. Oh my gosh, I think the rain's going again.
Oh yeah. And then we've got the patreon.com/what's my thesis. Get early access to episodes. That really helps us out a lot, and it's validating for me personally to add to that list. So if you guys want to be on that list that is up on the screen right now, you can go there and you get early access episodes. And we'll be back next week with another guest and another topic that may or may not be art related.
Thank you.
Thank you.